especially hip hop nowadays, is like everybody is. I feel so easily impressed. I can't, bro. I'm
because
telling
if you think about it, we get tired of hearing some of the same things sometimes. Not everybody can be Drake.
I understand
Not everybody
that.
can be
I understand
Cole
that.
or Kendrick.
Yeah, I understand that. But this is the thing about it, though. But you can't say that and act like everybody else don't sound the same.
Nah, I mean,
So I grew up. My dad was a big '90s hip hop guy.
Yeah.
Huge.
oh
And
yeah.
that's
He put me on to some things in the
You know what I'm
barbershop.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's an era where everybody had their own sound. You had Wu-Tang and you had Tupac and you had Snoop and you had all this and everybody, Souls of Mischief, all these groups and all this type of stuff that had their own sound, and it was all over the country and everything. So like now we live in such a trendy society.
Say what you said. Back at it again. All right, special guest in the building. JL, how you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm great.
All right, with your host, my name is Tommie.
Zae Way.
How y'all doing today, man? How y'all feeling?
Chilling. I'm chilling, man.
I'm
Hot out here, but we good.
This weather got you feeling some type of
Oh
way?
my goodness, bro.
Oh, you not from here?
No, I am. I grew up out here. It's just I've been up in Flag for the past 3 years, so
Yeah, man, that's that cool weather.
yeah, exactly. It's different.
Man. Yeah, so can you kind of give us a little bit of a background of yourself, man? Kind of where you from? Introduce yourself.
So, JL Stark. I was originally born in Sioux City, Iowa. It's a little town in northwest corner of Iowa. It's about 2 hours from Omaha, Nebraska, if anybody knows what that is. So I got a bunch of family up in the Midwest and stuff. But moved out here to Phoenix when I was pretty young. Basically grew up out here in Phoenix, Arizona my whole life and type thing like that. That's about it.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. So growing up in Phoenix your whole life,
Right.
kind of being the hometown kid that goes to like the hometown college.
Right.
You know, how was that? How was that feeling? Kind of give us some of your background on how you got started as well.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I played football, of course, you know, and everything. I went to Centennial High School out here in Peoria and played ball and everything, and then went to NAU. You know, it was nice because it was close to home and everything. It felt good. It was a bit of a change because it's a lot smaller town and everything, and definitely the weather is completely different. But no, it was cool, man. I mean, it was nice being close to home and being close to family and friends and all that type of stuff to where I could visit and people could come visit me and everything. That's about it. Yeah.
You said you're from Iowa?
Yeah, I was born in Iowa.
How's that?
Sucks.
It does?
Yeah, it's boring. There's nothing other. That's why we moved out here. I mean, my dad grew up out here in Phoenix. Moved to there because his grandparents was out there when he was in high school, and that's where he met my mom and stuff. And I mean, it sucks up there, bro. It's like it's not very progressive. You know what I'm saying? Not very diverse. You get a lot of nasty looks. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
People act like they ain't never seen black people in their life.
Oh, dang, it's like that?
It's bad. So, I mean, that's what it was. My parents was like, man, we can't raise our kids out here. And plus, nobody really makes it out up there. You know what I'm saying? People live their life, but it's just different. So that's
some
what it
people
was.
can do it though.
Yeah, some people definitely can. Some people can.
Yeah, I've seen the small city kids, small town, and literally a house and a ranch with nothing around. Like it's and people can do it.
Yeah, some people like the small town life, but it's different for me now. Like I know I couldn't go back. I haven't been back in years, and my dad don't like it. So we came out here when I was young and grew up out here, me and my sister.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Personal question.
Go ahead.
You don't even have to answer it. Did you go through anything like that out there?
Well, I was young, so I didn't really deal with it too much. My dad did a lot. My dad has endless stories of police messing with, you know what I'm saying, him and my uncles and stuff, and just because they black kids, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I haven't been back probably, I think since I was like 13. So I'm sure if I go back now, like I definitely would, you know what I'm saying, and be more aware of that type of stuff. But the age I was out there, I didn't notice too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's different. I mean, I was only there for a year. I'm obviously not the experience his dad, but I was only there for a year, man. You kind of just get this. I mean, it's uncomfortable at times. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, it's
college did help because there were other kids diversity, and it's like, all right, everybody treated everybody the same.
Yeah.
But you still get looks here from time to time. You still get those.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, it's different out there. Like, I mean, what's considered like a regular day to them may be a weekend for us. You know, like it's like, you know, hey, grab a 6-pack, go do some homework. Like that's the. Like I've seen it. I was like, I've never seen that before in my life. You know. Yeah, so it's really different. Yeah.
Wait, so is that how you two met? Or
No. He was school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we gonna get to that. Yeah. So then kind of explain like what made you first like pick up ball? Was it just football? Was it always just football, or did you?
So I mean, I played all sports growing up because I mean, of course, that's what it was. You always start with soccer. You know what I'm saying? Every kid starts with soccer. So I started with soccer and basketball and that type of stuff. Even played baseball, which I couldn't stand. It was too slow. So it was too slow for me. But when I got out here, I don't know what it was about football. My dad grew up, he played basketball. He was a basketball player. That's a whole situation that he had to deal with. So he stopped playing when he was in high school. Some racism stuff, to be honest with you. Yeah. So growing up, he was always watching football and everything like that. So I was watching with him, and I think that's just what ended up happening. I liked football. And
you do Pop Warner and stuff like that?
Yep, I played tag of football since I was 7. Ooh. My whole life, basically. So
that's a long time.
That's a long time. So
you ever in that years, or did you ever experience like burnout? You ever get close to being like, I don't know? No. Okay.
Not for me. I think I loved it, man. It was cool. It was, I don't know. It was a thing that I loved, and I always worked at it. I've been training all that types of crazy stuff since I was really young too. You know what I'm saying? And a lot more than most people would do at that age. And that's kind of surprising to me that I didn't get burnt out, because like a lot of my homeboys who I played with in high school and stuff, even went to college to play, ended up that happening. Like they got to the point that they just like, bro, like I'm done. But
it'd be like that.
I think I didn't get. I've been, to be completely honest with you, I'm sort of like that now, but I think that's a lot. It has a lot to do with what I've dealt with,
right? Rather
than actually just getting tired of football. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the hard part about it, is I've dealt with so much on the mental side of it that has become taxing that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I know I still want to play. I don't think I've had no burnout at this point, which is kind of surprising, but.
Nah, I mean, some people can still do it. Yeah, I mean, those guys in the league, they still playing. They've been since yay high. You know what I'm saying? Like it is crazy.
Right.
I mean, so kind of give like your experience. So let's go through like high school for a second.
Yeah.
Kind of like explain to us what it. You know, how was that experience? When did you really know, like, all right, I can take this to the next level?
Yeah.
Like, when did you have that type of mindset?
Yeah.
You know, was it always there, or was it something you came out of middle school thinking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that dream come from to play, like Division I?
It definitely started before high school. I don't know. I kind of was always the kid that was really good at football type thing. So, and too, at a pretty young age, at more middle school age, I started going to like FBU camps. You know what FBU camps are?
No.
So like there were these big camps that they would get a bunch of ex-NFL coaches and all that type of stuff and do it. It used to be a really big deal. It's not so much anymore. Mm-hmm. But when I was at that age, it was a really big deal. So you would go and do your local one. And if you did good enough, you get invited to one in either Ohio or Virginia, depending on the year. They change it, and it'd be kids from all over the nation. Yeah. And I ended up being able to play in an All-American game in the 7th grade and all that type of stuff. It kind of was a big deal. So at a pretty young age, I knew, like, if I really take it serious enough, you know what I'm saying, if I really ball, like, I'll have a chance to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to high school, like, my freshman year was, like, ridiculous. They forced us to play freshman football at my high school because that's what they always did.
Yeah. So they do it to every kid, man.
They do it to every kid, right? Yeah. Which I'm thankful for, because then you get to build the bonds with the kids that are your age that you'll play with later, rather than playing JV or varsity and play with
thinking
other guys.
they're
exactly. Yeah. So it kind of humbles you and whatever. So, but I was balling. You know what I'm saying? I was balling, and I went up on varsity for the playoffs or whatever, and got my ass handed to me a few times, but it was nice because it introduced me to it a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, bro, I'm telling you, like,
those practices Those practices were fun.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, no,
like because at the end of the day, you can, like I felt this is just my mentality. Like if I made a mistake, it's because I've never been there before.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you're playing literally carefree.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Bro, that was the funnest.
It's fun. You get to go out there and you're with your friends and everything and get to play ball. That's some of the best moments of playing football. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody says it changes after that, and it really does. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what it was. And I mean, I was coming out my freshman year and was, you know, kind of had a big name, sort of kind of in the state of Arizona type thing because of how I was playing and everything. Went up to varsity my sophomore year, and we had a kid that was a FBS guy. His name's Zae Thomas. Actually, I don't talk to him much no more. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he was a baller. You know what I'm saying? I played running back at the time. He was a big kid. He played running back and was fast, strong, freak of nature. So I moved the slot, played slot, and the thing that sucked about it was we were a run first team. You know what I'm saying? So I got in a situation where I was playing slot. I literally my sophomore year, like, I touched the ball. I only had 10 catches on the whole season for like 164 yards and a touchdown.
No. That's a game. That's
a game worth for, you know what I'm saying, stats.
A year.
Exactly, for a whole season. Yeah, right.
That's like a guy dropping a total of like 150 points for the whole year in basketball.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and it sucked because, I mean, going into the season, I was just, you know what I'm saying, the coaches would hype me up, you know, telling me we got things for you, whatever, we're going to do your thing. And I was handling my business too. I didn't have no drops and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it was that season, I swear to you, just about every single game that season, the OC came to me and my dad after the game and was apologizing, talking about we need to get you the ball more.
Every game?
Every game?
No, I swear to you. At just about every game.
Oh my God.
Saying, I'm sorry, I know we need to get you the ball more, this.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so went through that whole season, but I wasn't really tripping. I was young. I was like, man, let me just do what I need to do the extra things, block and play special teams and stuff like that. I'm still getting on the field, whatever, impact the game how I can.
Oh, you can block too. I've seen it.
Exactly.
There's effort there.
Exactly.
For sure.
So I wasn't tripping, but after that season, my dad was like, yo, like, if you're trying to go play D1 ball, I'm to be honest with you, I know like what you can do, you know what you can do, but you might want to get out of here type thing. He was straight up like, well, you might want to get out of here, go to one of the schools like Saguaro or Chandler. I knew a bunch of Chandler kids or whatever. We was going to do whatever we had to do, get an apartment or move in with somebody, whatever we was going to have to do, because he's like, bro, I know what you can do, but I don't think they're going to give you what you deserve. It's going to mess with your recruiting process. He's like, but what we can do is go talk to the coaches, sit down, have a conversation with them, be man to man about everything, and let them know your dreams and aspirations and figure the situation out. So I was like, I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're in high school. You don't want to leave all your friends and everything like that, which wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Because like I still was trying to more focus on football, and my homeboys we're close. Like we were friends for life. So I wasn't tripping, but I was like, man, let's go talk to him. Sat down, talked to the coaches and everything. No, you know what I'm saying? It was tough. You're a young guy. You know what I'm saying? You did everything right. We got some things in place for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to use you and move you around a bit more and spread you around and get you the ball more. This and this. Okay, cool. Trusted him. And get to the next season.
It's the same thing.
Bullshit. So get to the next season. My first year, that literally was getting less than one touch a game. That my junior year, which is your most important recruiting year in high school football, everybody knows that. The Zidane kid's still there. There's other guys. Of course, we have talent everywhere, but it's expected. You know what I'm saying? We were a good team, but I mean, I was talented too. You know what I'm saying? I was. And all through my high school career, I averaged more than 10 yards every touch. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was catching or running the ball, whatever the case may be. So I was impacting the game. You know what I'm saying? So got to my junior year. And same type of thing. I probably averaged like 3 touches a game, which is nothing. Not like, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, even like for my homeboy Zidane, if you would have gave him 3 touches a game, as good as he was,
that's not enough.
No. You know what I'm saying. 3-4 touches a game, that's nothing. So whatever, man. Had to go through the season. I had no choice. Won the championship and everything, and then by my senior year, I was stuck.
Oh yeah, you were on the championship team. Like,
yeah, I went to state all 4 years of high school.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
There's only so many people that can actually say that.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a winning program for sure. Yeah. So by the time I get to my senior year, I was stuck. You know what I'm saying? And then we told him, I was like, okay, bro, like I'm gonna play running back. I'm gonna go back to playing running back. I know I can do it. I played it my whole life. Whatever. I've been playing slot these past couple of years. Cause all we do is run the ball. And I want the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and I didn't even, so we went and talked to the coaches again, and I didn't even tell them, like, look, I done this, so give me the ball, whatever. It was like, bro, just give me a fair chance to win the spot, to win the running back spot so I can do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked for. You got it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Problem was, we were down here running team, and the coaches were worried because we didn't have a big running back at the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was one kid that was a running back. They moved to tight end, and we're trying to move back to running back because they wanted a big back. You know what I'm saying? They were worried. Yeah. But there was me and this kid, J.D. Young, who plays at U of A now, and we would have been able to handle all the load, bro. It would have been no problem. It's high school football. If you're talented, you're talented. So, they're freaking out. You know what I'm saying? The coaches is freaking out. Whatever. The big kid ended up leaving, so they're really going crazy. Yeah. So what ended up happening is my homeboy Tommie came from Vegas. I'm gonna air him out. They basically recruited him. Right. Which happens. So he came from Vegas.
It's okay. Hey, you can air out anything. Hey, we're not a big podcast at all, so we're not getting.
That's fine. But
we're still small, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's my dude. Tommie came from Vegas, and he's a bigger back and everything. So he came and basically at the end of the day, they decided what the plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had 4 backs that probably could have started at almost any school in the state. To be honest with you. Yeah. And what ended up happening was they promised everybody so much. They promised Towie about 15 to 20 touches a game. They promised me 8 to 12. They promised Jaden 8 to 12. My homeboy Devon, they promised him 8 to 12. And it's like, you can't do that. No, you know what I'm saying? They promised everybody way too much stuff to where not enough could get around. So they got to put themselves in a situation, instead of just letting people compete, they promised everybody everything and try to uphold it as much as they could, and we basically all ended up getting fucked. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We basically all ended up not getting what we should have got or could have got, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So the thing about me was, too, I played receiver before, so they knew I could do it. So they were trying to use me as like the move around guy or whatever. And, you know, before the season, I told them, like, bro, like, don't put me in a box of being the little move around guy. Like, I want the ball. Like, let me do what I can do. Yeah. They're like, no, we're not putting you in a box. See, we're doing all these things with you. I'm like, but in this offense, though, that is putting me in a box. You know what I'm saying? Because what do we hand the ball off 70% of a game. You see what I'm saying? So, whatever, bro. We get to the season. It was what it was, man. I did what I could do. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
It's tough. I still wasn't getting probably what I deserved. On that year, I averaged like 9.5 yards a carry and 15 yards a catch. Yeah. So, I was averaging a first down every time I touched the ball off of about 5 touches a game. 5 to 6 touches a game. So, it was tough, bro. I'm undersized, you know what I'm saying? It kind of, all that whole process and everything, all that type of stuff messed up my recruiting process, you know, just like my dad had told me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But the time we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? We put our trust in the coaches and everything, which you should be able to. You should be able to go and talk to your coach and trust what they tell you and not get fed a bunch of bullshit. But that's what ended up happening. So I had some D2, I had some D3, I had some NAIA, I had all that type of stuff. But I knew I was like, bro, I know I can play at the D1 level. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm talented enough to play at least FCS ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially playing sevens. We had a sevens team. I played with a bunch of 4 and 5, so all that types of crazy stuff. Yeah. Man, I can handle my own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, man, I was going to go JUCO, but they took away the JUCO football in Arizona.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. So they got no JUCO, no more funding. Was it funding?
Funding or something? Yeah.
They cut football. They cut football here.
They cut football, and it kind of was a big deal. So like that, it literally really happened my senior year. So
because there's some good Arizona schools out here.
Yeah. You make it or not.
Hey, what was that one nice Arizona school? Every year they were in the state.
There was.
They even played versus a team on Last Chance U. They.
I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember the name. I know Mesa Community College was good, and there was one more, and it was like Arizona Western.
Arizona Western.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Are they green or something?
Nah, they're red. They're like a red.
That's Scottsdale.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that's
right. So they took away JUCO football. That was kind of I was thinking about doing that because I was like, bro, I could go here play JUCO and I probably would be able to make it out. But they took that away and they're doing some like thing. They're still doing it now. Like it's like funded through casinos and it's like the kids do online school and play in this little Arizona league and it's not legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that didn't work out.
It's like how much can you get recruiting from that?
Exactly.
But I mean, at least they trying.
I know they are.
I mean, but we don't even know the conversations that go behind it because it could be like
money grab too.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, because the kids are paying.
Yeah,
they're not getting nothing out of it. I know a bunch of kids that played that little thing that's going on now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what it was, and I was like, man. Took my visit to these two offers I had. I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, still in that bet on yourself mindset,
exactly. So what ended up happening, knew Coach Taylor because he came through the school a bunch of times when he was at Wagner.
Yeah.
And was talking to him when he moved up to NAU. They told me I would be invited to fall camp and stuff. I got the PWO. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that man. So he a hard worker, man.
Yeah, that's where it started.
I was like that was a dope experience. I mean, shoot, I think I met him through how we got to know each other a little bit better was we roomed together for away games.
Yeah,
I was like, so he was a roommate I had for away games.
Yeah,
I was like, that was pretty cool.
Right.
I mean, didn't really, Found out this man interest in music is old head.
Yeah,
he old head.
Definitely.
Yeah, but that's a journey, man. And then so going from that to now you're in college,
right?
You know, kind of explain to us like first let's think of like on the positive side. Let's try to think excuse me. On the positive side, what about how you felt going into like fall camp? Like what was your mindset going into fall camp, and then what was the biggest difference? Like, or did your school prepare you for like NAU, like up to speed and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
So of course you going in and your mindset is win a spot. You know what I'm saying? My situation was get a scholarly. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest thing was do what you can do to get noticed for these coaches to see you and earn a scholarship. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
And I came in playing slot because, like, you know, playing receiver, and that's not the most natural position for me. I did it and I can do it, but playing running back is most natural.
Mm-hmm.
But I had mostly receiver film, so that's what ended up happening. I playing slot. But, I mean, that was the biggest thing. I was excited for it. It was a new chapter. I dealt with a bunch of crap, you know what I'm saying, the past however many years. So I was like, look, man, I'm about to go into this new thing. I can start fresh and do what, like, be in control of my own destiny type thing. It's how I felt at the time being. It's how I felt. So, went through the little bit of freshman stuff you do in the summer and everything, get to fall camp, and your question was, does high school prepare you and stuff? No. It don't prepare you at all. Like, the speed of everything is so much faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely, everybody has to learn, and some kids pick up on it real quick, some don't. You know what I'm saying? I think the mental side is the biggest part going into that, because you come into fall camp and you're getting a new install every single day of a whole bunch of different plays.
Every day
at camp, and the guys that are already there know all of it. And you're sitting here up in fall camp, and you're a freshman at 11:30 at night trying to write down and study all these plays, and you got to be up at 5 something the next morning.
Yeah, bro.
And
that stuff was crazy.
And so,
and they think, hey, we can handle a 9 to 5. Just let you know, athletes can handle 9 to 5.
Definitely, bro.
Go ahead, though.
Easy. Sorry. So you're. Man, doing what you can.
And as a walk-on, they want to see you fail.
Yeah.
So if you not everything they can, but they make it harder for guys like us.
Definitely.
Like, they make it harder.
You don't got the support. Like, a kid that's a scholarship kid, a kid's coming in, the coaches chose them.
Oh, okay.
So they followed their high school journey. They were there at their house telling their parents, I'm going to take care of your kid.
Exactly, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the relationships that they have with certain kids like that. So a walk-on is not going to get that same love. They're going to get over the phone love.
Right.
That's, you know what I'm saying? That's side piece. Like, that's what
you can come up, you know what I'm saying? You can come up here, you got a chance. So
does every other kid that has a SayWatUSaid. So will every other kid that walks on.
Right.
They don't tell you that stuff though.
No, they don't.
You say so when you get there, there's about there's a couple other you just like dang, I thought I was gonna be the only one. I thought I was about to get some. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, do they have the recruits that they just brought in?
Yeah,
that's another tough thing. It's like they got a lot of love, and if they were there early, they got more love for them. The guys that get there early during spring and are at those practices, like I kid you remember Chance?
Yeah,
bro. Okay, so. Craziest thing, okay. Also, a guy like you, hard worker.
Right.
He was a scholarship dude, but he also was there every week at some of those practices because he's Phoenix. He just drove right up, but he was there at every other practice, writing plays down. Like he was that locked in, like trying to come in and play.
Yeah.
Do you also remember Justice? Think Stokes? No,
I know who that is.
Yeah,
I don't know him really, but I know who that is.
Yeah, he was also like he was pretty good. Right. I mean, and he was another guy that was there every week, watching plays and learning as well. And those are the guys those are his prized possessions in a sense, but I've never seen that before. By the way,
no, I
dude,
never heard
you know what I'm saying? Like
come up
every weekend. Every weekend was writing down plays.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I was like, so he was different. All right, and that's what I'm saying. That's the mentality you gotta have, and that's the mentality that they have, and the coaches are just in there like, oh wow, automatically they're getting that love from versus a guy that just come in trying to prove something. Right. He's got to prove that he deserves to be there.
You have to prove everything as a walk-on.
Everything.
When the kids that are on scholarship, they, to a certain degree, have proved something already.
Okay. So
because the coaches chose them. You know what I'm saying? The coaches are like, this is my guy. I know. The coaches think to themselves, I know what he can do. You see what I'm saying? That's what the coaches think to themselves. I know he can ball.
Or they think that. They really want to think that. That's another thing.
Right. Like they really, like it's heavy. And
they really want to go, oh, no. This is not who he is. Right. Like bro, that just happened.
If they show otherwise, a kid gets there and they show that they're not what they thought, boy, they're going to do everything in their power to make him what they think he is.
Yeah.
And that whole process, you have kids who are walk-ons who may be what they want.
But they're not. Yeah, okay.
But they're not. But they're not paying for it. That's another thing too. Yeah. They look at us
money.
Yeah, more as like, all right, we're paying for this guy going to school. We're paying this guy 40-something grand a year, technically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, to go to school, and we're investing in him. Right. So we gotta hope that he turns out the way we want him to be.
And the security of a coach's job depends on who he recruits.
That too.
If a coach comes through and he keeps recruiting kids that are bust, they keep failing. They don't pan out over and over. He's out. So the kids get there. If somebody's not living up to the expectation, they're gonna make him.
Okay,
yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah,
and it's like players. And it was crazy for like guys like there was players like, hey coach, come on, like get them in, there was players that did that for me too. And it's like sometimes I'm a little different though. I was like I was kind of in the same boat. My senior year I was dealing with the whole mental issues, but I kind of started playing the game towards the end of my senior year. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna spend so much time thinking about these things, thinking about this, thinking about that, because it's a waste of energy. I tell you that.
You found a way to be content enough with it to where it's not damaging to yourself as much.
Yeah, because there was a point in time I was like, I was telling my dad, I was like, man, as a walk-on, this and that, like every weekend we were having the same conversation. He goes, you know that they're not wasting as much time on that thought as you are. And I had to sit back and I was like,
they don't care.
I was like, dang, they aren't. And I was like, you know what, let me stop thinking like that too then. I had to take a step back, like, all right, let me stop thinking, let me relax, let me back off. And then approach it a little differently. But then on top of that, like my towards the end is just was different. I was in my mental state, whatever. And then just speaking on like the walk-on life, I mean, kind of for me at least, it was character building. Yeah. Like I kid you not, that's life. Yeah. Like that's life, because
it teach you a lot.
Yeah, because you're not technically, you go to a big Fortune 500 company, you're not a scholarship guy. No. I was like, they're paying you, and you're on their clock, and you got to work hard. They're not going to spoon feed you nothing.
No.
So sometimes it did hurt other guys. So I was very thankful I was a walk-on, because I passed that energy off to my brother, who is now where he was at. Because when I first got there, and I'm not even trying to air him out like this, but when I first got there, he was complaining in his head. He was asking like, man, why isn't the coach like, we had a old Coach Smith. I don't think he was a DB coach. Old Coach Smith, and he kind of like came in with a fiery mentality and was on my brother. Like as soon grilling him every day. Yeah. And he was like, yo, what is this? I'm not doing anything right with this coach. Right. Like, what's going on? And I looked and I told him, I was like, look, man, you got to play like this. You ain't got it. I was like, you playing like you already got it. So if the guy is if you getting got, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's pointing it out. Right. I was like, don't get got.
Right.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? You got to come in. You got to come with something every play.
Right.
So, kind of giving him that, I feel like that energy kind of fed off into him. Right. And he was one of those guys that was on top but kept going. Yeah. And kept working. You know what I'm saying? That was different. So I'm very thankful in a sense that happened, because it taught me a lot about life. Like it really showed me what a business would be like. What you get people like, man, she didn't say hi to me today. You're not even thinking about that, because you already know how to handle those things. You just be you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it teaches you. I was like, so that walk on life, man, is something like, it's a character.
It just puts you in a situation to make you realize, and it's the same type of thing. And like, I have stories that I could tell about it that proves it to you. But like the staff, they say they care about you, and I'm sure there's a lot of staffs that genuinely do, and there's definitely coaches and staffs that genuinely do care about you as a person and your well-being and stuff. But for the most part, they care about what you do for them. Yeah, at the end of the day, bro, they care about what you do for them. They care about how well you produce for them, so that they can keep their job and keep paying bills. So that's what I think. That's the biggest thing about what the walk-on thing teaches, because whether you're a walk-on and you become a baller like Coleman Owen, who's going off, and he's a straight baller, bro. Yeah, a kid like that, or if you're a kid who is a walk-on and who's doing the scout team stuff, at the end of the day, bro, they want you there because they want you to do something for them. You serve a purpose in some way. Right. Whether you're the star or you're the scout player, you serve a purpose in some way.
And you just may happen to get those guys that, I don't mean to cut you off, but you just so happen to get those guys that connect with coaches. Yeah. You may happen to get a connection with a person or a couple people there. Yeah. I was like, so, because like my brother had that it. Yeah. With him, he had that everybody connected with him type of personality. Yeah. So there are instances that I've seen, like I've seen a couple other guys too that have that. They just have that it, where they walk into a room and everybody cool, and they could talk to them, and you know what I'm saying, like they don't really care so much what you do for them. If you're talking to them and having a good conversation, like there's some guys that it's not always like that. For the most part, it is like that. But there's guys that, you go back to the school, you get there's a welcome mat, there's a bunch of things that, hey man, how you doing? Man, I want you to meet my new kid. Right. Like there's been instances where guys they'll do those things, because it's not all the time like that. But I mean, I stopped looking at it so much like that too, because you gotta, like, at times you gotta realize, like, coaches don't even mean to do some of those things. Yeah. Like, I kid you not, sometimes you think, like, with certain coaches, and with certain coaches, you just like, dang, they don't mean to do those things. Like, that's just who they are. Yeah. And it's like, you scratch your head sometimes, because it's like, man, like, like, how do you not see this? Right. And like, I'm being so serious, crazy. But yeah, I mean, so your experience, you would say, was like overall, give it like an overall for college experience. Like, how would you?
It was cool, man. I think it was like, I don't want football,
because you're not technically, he's not technically done, guys.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. So I'm still going.
So his experience at NAU, that's
at NAU it was cool. I'd say I don't want football to shit on everything. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not everything. So I was close to home, like I said. I got to see family all the time. Yeah. I got to be close to friends and them come up and visit me. My girl got to come up all the time and see me and all that type of stuff. So It was cool. Met good people. You know what I'm saying? You build relationships and everything with people. So it was definitely a good experience.
Yeah.
Like I said, the football side of it was tough. But that's
life. Yeah, happens.
What can you do about it?
Yeah.
So it was good though. It was good. I'm not gonna sit there and say it was like the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of external things that impact, like that affected the experience. You know what I'm saying? Especially with COVID. You know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. Because I lost my grandpa, my best friend Kieran, who's playing. It's all good. Yeah. My best friend Kieran, who's playing there now, actually at NAU. His mom passed from COVID during this past fall.
What team was that one?
Huh?
What number was he?
He wore 8. He played DB.
I think I've seen him.
Yeah, dark skinned kid. So, and that's my best friend, and his mom was like a mom to me. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that whole situation. So there's.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still there.
I was just because we've been up a couple other times to watch practices.
Yeah,
watch
he's a taller, dark skinned kid. He got long hair. He wears number 8. He played
on
DB.
defense.
He played corner.
I mean, I might have seen.
Yeah. So. But, you know, and he had to deal with that himself, too, which is crazy. And he's crazy close to his mom. So there was a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Can't imagine. I honestly can't imagine.
Exactly, man. And he played, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took a few weeks off and came back and was playing. So
sometimes I ain't going to lie. Football's an outing, man. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes what's, you know what it is. Yeah. So, but, you know what I'm saying? But overall, man, as a college experience, I'm thankful for it. Yeah. Learned a lot. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, hey, that walk on life, character builder, like I said, man, character builder. I definitely, you can kind of see it, like when you walk away from it, and you can kind of see like some of the experiences, like they're subliminal, because there's things that you don't even realize that you were doing, like for example, hard work, right? Walk-ons only know truly. I'm gonna take that back. Walk-ons understand a little bit better, like what it's like to have to do the extra. Yeah. Right, I kid you not, there are times for things that they want. Yeah, so there are some things like I'm noticing, like for example, like I'm like, oh man, I really want to do something. I really want it. I'll go to the little extra steps to, get it done. Right. Like with things that I love. Right. So I kind of just take away that myself. I know that I'm not the only walk-on who feels that way because, dude, it's such a crazy experience. Like I kid you not, scout team. Tell me scout team with like high school ball. Bro. Like scout, no, what I mean is like carefree. Yeah. You can mess up, and that's what they want you to mess up. Yeah. Like walk-ons, like when you're on scout team, like the defensive coordinator does not want to see a scout guy go deep for 100 yards or have 400 yards in a practice. Like,
I used to have DC Coach P. I used to have Coach P pissed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I used to have him pissed at practice. Yeah. It used to be hot, but.
And we love that. Like we love that as scout guys. Like like some of the scout guys. I mean, shoot, when we were there, I mean, I want to say we had, because we were stacked on offense already with Case, with 2 other guys when I first got there. When there was 3 other receivers that were already seniors. They were all seniors already starting. Yeah. I was like, so. It's very hard to go get playing time over seniors that have already been there and that the coaches love. Yeah. So, a lot of us got pushed to the back. We were on scout team, but a lot of us were good. Yeah. Like BP was on scout team. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. And he's a freak. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. I've never met somebody like him.
Naturally,
I'm not gonna speak on it, but I never met someone like he's naturally gifted like crazy. But no. So we had him on scout team. We had another one of my boys on scout team, Jaren. He was cold at receiver too. We had, you know what I'm saying, we were doing all this on a defense that at one point led FCS and FBS in interceptions as a total. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We were doing all this stuff, and it was fun. Right. Because at the end of the day, I could drop a pass and that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like you want us.
You're like, forget it. Right.
Yeah, and you're right into the next play. Right. And that's what I wanted to get to too. Like being a walk-on definitely teaches you the so what next play mentality. Yeah. I was like, because I mean,
you got to force it upon yourself. Yeah. Because the coaches don't give you the so what next play type mentality. You mess up on a play as a walk-on and it's get out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the end of it for the most part. So you have to force it upon yourself to have the so what next play mentality.
Yeah. I never forget that too. I had a coach that was hey, you know the coach. I'm not gonna say the name, but I had a coach. I dropped a pass or fumbled or something. Mm-hmm. Picks up the ball. I was like, "What are you doing?
Right.
This is life. This is your." I'm like, "Coach, that's a football. I'm trying to get to the next play.
Yeah.
You know, why are we still talking about this? Like, I messed up. I understand. Let's move
cool
forward.
If you tell me something about it later in the meeting or something,
like, hey man, you can't do it like this. Like, but you're gonna sit there right then and there, tell me to think about it more." You know what I'm saying? Which I understand it was a big deal. I understand fumbles, turnovers, those are big deals to coaches because of that. That's what's best security, ball security, job security. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like I get it. I totally get it. But at the end of the day, I was just like,
at the time being,
for them, it's just come on, man. You know? So that was something, man. Definitely. College, that was definitely
crazy. Stories.
Yeah, man. I mean, you kind of understand the hard work part. I mean,
but that was only in high school stuff. Like I didn't really play college basketball.
Yeah.
So it's different.
You grew up out here?
No, I grew up in Cali.
I see.
He finished out here though.
Oh, I see.
I finished out here.
What school?
High school or for college?
Both.
High school was Yonker.
Yep, I know.
Buckeye, and then college was GCU.
For sure. Yeah, I know Yonker because my cousins lived in Buckeye. They went to Yonker. So
like it's different from Cali high schools.
Well, Yonker. I was saying Buckeye. You're way out there, bro. There's nothing out there, but there's nothing but
competition. Just everything else. Like,
yeah, it's different. Buckeye is way out there.
I don't mean to sound cocky or anything like that, but I was averaging like 25 or more out here. So then. I tried out a couple teams on the east side, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm used to this.
Yeah. What year did you graduate high school?
2017.
Oh, I'm trying to think when my cousin was over there. Man, I cannot. Yeah, my cousin Alonzo played basketball. I know
that sounds familiar.
Alonzo Williams, light skinned kid.
He went to Yonker?
I think he went to Yonker. I know his older sister. My older cousin Alanis, she went to Yonker for sure. She ran track, but I don't know if she was there before you.
Yeah, she probably was.
She probably was, but my cousin Alonzo, he went to. I know he.
You don't remember Zae?
I know he went to Yonker, and then I think he ended up transferring to it. He might have went to Buckeye High, but I can't remember. But
I think he went to Buckeye because I don't remember Alonzo.
Yeah.
Oh dang. Yeah.
So
small world. Go ahead.
What are your next steps right now, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm trying to transfer. I'm transferring from NAU right now. I'm trying to play somewhere. I might go JUCO. Okay. I'm trying to figure it all out still. So
JUCO in another state, because out here they don't.
Definitely, do it right. Yeah, definitely. So that's the next steps right now.
You have any other So let's take away from football.
Right.
Talk about kind of like the mental side of your journey. Mm-hmm. How was it? Was it specifically? What I mean is what are some ways that got you through it? Like to other people that are going through this stuff. What are some tools or things that you went to or stuff that really got your mind off of how things were going?
Yeah, I think. Well, you gotta find passions in other ways, whether it's journaling or whether it's listening to music or drawing or doing whatever the case may be, playing video games for some people, like that type of stuff. You got to find your passion in other ways that you can use to sort of kind of get elsewhere. Mm-hmm. It definitely gets really tough at periods of times. Like, for instance, for me, this past fall is probably the toughest 6 months I've ever went through in my life, to be honest. During the season, bro, I'm telling you, I was sleeping 3-4 hours a night, bro.
Dang.
And waking up and practicing and lifting and then going to school and going to, watching film. It was that bad. So, it definitely, I don't want to, sugarcoat it and act like it's so easy to get through because, I grew up with a great foundation. My dad is a very extremely strong person. All the stuff that he's dealt with in his life is insane. Yeah. He's an extremely strong person. He's come on the other side of it and completely changed himself, and he's a great father and all that type of stuff. Yeah. So he gave I gained my I learned my mental strength and stuff from him, seeing it through him.
Yeah.
So, for people who may not have that foundation, I just say you got to find, like I said, you got to find a passion somewhere else. Because that's what I would do. I mean, when it came down to it, either get in my car, throw some music on, blast that shit, and drive however, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. Or sit in my room, I have a record player, play some records or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What records you playing?
Everything, man.
No. Like, you had
everything from Al Green back in the day to Bob Marley to Kanye to Kendrick to Erykah Badu.
Okay.
All types of stuff, man. So that's what I would do.
So
for
what
myself.
I'm telling you, what record is going on a day you need to take your mind off thing? What record is going on?
Definitely some Al Green.
Some Al Green.
He said that first. So
I know.
Definitely some Al Green. Cause like I mean I just grew up listening to oldies all the time in my house and everything. So like that's the type of music I listen to if I'm trying to really relax and just.
Nothing.
First time I heard this man, we roomed together, and this man was blasting some oldies. I was like, bro, you know what era you grew up in? Like, come on, like I'm over. You know, at the time, my soothing music was more that like simp stuff, like Drake and Bryson Tiller.
Right.
Like that was the soothing music. Now it's gospel for me now. When you get a little more mature, you've been through more, you kind of need some more uplifting spirits other than you know, F this, suck that, you know, smoke dope, crack weed, all that stuff. What club you listening to?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's surprising about people like my age and around our age and stuff is like. The music everybody be listening to and they go to at certain times, I'm like, how? You see what I'm saying, bro? That's why I said, like, that's why I need so much diversity in what I listen to and everything. And that even at this point, it's like I started to get more into different stuff like alternative and stuff like that because, like, bro, there's great music everywhere. There's so much stuff you can find and learn about and everything. And my girl put me on a whole lot of stuff because she her older brother. Knew a bunch about that all type of alternative and all that type of stuff. So like,
okay, so shout out your girl's older brother.
Definitely, shouts out to him. So, but you gotta find different stuff, man, because I can't sit here and listen to, like you said,
Playboy Cardi
this and blah 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 all the time. I can't do it, bro. Like I cannot do it. So. Yeah, man.
Well, speaking of that, like, what's one artist that you just can't listen to? You're not going to listen to. Like, if they threw it on, you'd be like, all right, man, you're going to have to change that for me.
So, when we was up in Flag recently, shout out Eloy and Cosmos Quete. That's my guys. So Big E, right. So, this kid just came in. His name's Warren. He just signed. So you're not gonna know him. You're not gonna know him. He's young. So, but he would be in our room all the time because he's African too. Yeah. So like that he knew, he didn't know Ian Cosmos, but they had that connection and everything. So he'd be at the room all the time, and he loves Rod Wave. Who? Warren does.
Okay.
Loves him. Like I'm talking like loves Rod Wave.
Yeah.
I can't stand Rod Wave.
You can't stand Rod Wave?
Bro, I can't.
Couple good songs.
Bro, I can't stand Rod Wave, bro.
Wait, what's about it?
I just
because that's his favorite artist.
That's your favorite. It's not my favorite.
You like Rod Wave?
My favorite is Young and Ace.
Okay,
you guys don't even know who that is.
I wouldn't. This is my thing.
It was Laro Benz.
This is my thing about. This is my thing.
Them two, what you mean? That's my dog. That's my dog.
You didn't say it first. Oh my God. I had to remind you. What about SayWatUSaid? You didn't say them
too. I always
too.
put people on whenever they drop something. I'm always for the first one to have.
Or T, not even Trinell. That's crazy.
Bro. What you mean?
Like, but you didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Bro, I thought we over talking about other type of artists. Obviously, they're the ones.
Are they not artists?
They are, but I'm talking about like
what do you mean?
The bigger ones. All right, look, see, you putting me under
the ones that people are gonna know.
They coming up though. Just know that.
The ones people are gonna know.
Y'all big, man. I thought y'all was big.
Yeah, I got you.
I said those artists
you're
first.
Big for that one. You know what you're saying.
He said not little bit.
I thought they were big. No, but my thing, bro. This is my thing about, especially hip hop nowadays. Is like everybody is. I feel so easily impressed. I can't, bro.
Because if you think about it, we get tired of hearing some of the same things sometimes. Not everybody can be Drake.
I understand
Not everybody
that.
can be
I understand
Cole
that.
or Kendrick.
Yeah, I understand that. But this is the thing about it though. But you can't say that and act like everybody else don't sound the same.
Nah, I mean,
you see what I'm saying? So that's my thing is like, because, so I grew up, my dad was a big 90s hip hop guy. Yeah. Huge.
Oh
and
yeah, he put me on to some things in the barbershop.
You know so that's an era where everybody had their own sound. You had Wu-Tang, and you had Tupac, and you had Snoop, and you had all this, and everybody, Souls of Mischief, all these groups and all this type of stuff that had their own sound, and it was all over the country and everything. So like, now we live in such a trendy society. Everything is trends. TikTok. Yeah. Everything is trends. People hear a trend and they jump to it. And now, like nowadays, when it comes to music, the labels run everything. So the labels hear a hit, they're like, you need to make this.
But I didn't know. Hold on, I didn't know that the labels ran this. They kind of ran it back then too. Cause I mean, seeing how like you watched. Did you watch Yeezus? Genius.
Yeah,
you watch that? Mm-hmm. You see how hard it was for him for a label to actually believe in him. Yeah, believe a producer can also be a rapper.
That's true.
He was trying to put out All Falls Down. You know how good that song is.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like that the flow, like how good that album is.
Right. But that comes down to having the sight and somebody's talent. That's not coming down to controlling the sound of the music.
Okay, the sound. Yeah, okay. I got that.
They still let Kanye be who he is.
What do you think about it? Because everybody wants that. Everybody wants the little babies.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the Polo G's.
Right.
Everybody, because if you think about it, I looked across the board. I was like, they all dress the same.
Everybody look the same. That's what I'm saying.
Got the same
Everything's
style.
A trend now. Everything that we do is a trend. The way people dress, these people with all this vintage stuff. Yeah. Everybody's wearing cargo pants or whatever, and a vintage tee and Jordan 1s and a fitted cap.
Okay, I mean,
everybody wearing
the last two things. That's not me, but the middle two.
I'm just saying though, like there's the middle two. I don't know exactly because I don't wear
the middle two when it comes to the cargo pants and like the vintage tees. That actually goes though.
I'm not saying it don't go.
Okay.
I'm just saying though, you go anywhere and you'll see 25 dudes wearing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. So it's like we live in such a trendy society, and that's the same thing with music. Everybody's so easily impressed. Yeah. And the thing is too, I'm a very musically like inclined person. I love music, so I listen to it a lot deeper and more than most people. So a lot of people hear it just because they like the sound, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But for me, it's like, bro, I can't go and listen to the same beat just flip with a different piano or a different little instrument here
with a different tempo,
with a little bit of a different tempo, but it's the same snare with the bass behind it, and a dude rapping over it the same way, talking about the same shit. I can't, bro. That's my thing. That's my problem. Like that's my thing.
So what do you think of? So what do you think of like Lil Baby and Gunna's albums when you put them together?
Okay, so one person out of the new artists that I kind of like is Gunna because of his flow. I just like his sound a lot.
Hopefully that man okay though.
That's I just right, you know what I'm saying?
We not
with all that type of stuff. Right. So but I just like his flow. But still at the end of the day, when I go and listen to a Gunna album, I'll get maybe about 4 songs out of a 12-track album, 15-track album. You see what I'm saying? And then somebody like Lil Baby, I got respect for him. He's definitely in the top end for the newer artists. Yeah. I just personally don't like his sound very much, so I can't really get into it. I can't. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
I mean, if because like after you done, I got go ahead.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say was about it. The one thing that bothers me about people with Lil Baby is like people talk so much about how he's so lyrical and everything, and it's like I get he got lyrics here and there, but the problem is like people like our age don't understand like a bar that everybody can catch. Yeah. Off first listen. Ain't that great of a bar.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen to it.
You see what I'm saying? That's the thing about they be talking about, oh, he's spitting. And I'm like, bro, anybody can listen to that song and catch every single bar he said. It's little ABC bars, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I like dudes like Kendrick and so like, cause you'll go and listen to it once, hear something, and then again hear something over and over and over, and then you can go deep diver, and he's talking about all this super educational crazy stuff that you would be like, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. How does he even think of that? You see what I'm saying? So that's why that's the type of music that I like that really makes you think. But most people not willing to do that. Most people not willing to listen to music that makes you think like that. So
yeah, that's facts. I mean, like he said, I enjoy that too. Right. Enjoying the deep diving and the wordplay. Right. The wordplay.
Cole for you.
Yeah.
I like J. Cole too.
So so my next 2 questions. I want you to top 5 new and old. All right, And then give me Kendrick or Cole. I gotta ask that.
I give you Kendrick or Cole first. I got Kendrick all day.
Oh, what?
It's not. Listen.
Hey, yo.
Listen. It's not even close for me. I love
J. Cole.
Even close. I love J. Cole. I love
Bro,
J.
you
Cole.
and Lionel get along just fine,
I love J. Cole. I talked to Lionel, yeah.
Dude, you and Lionel said the same thing. He all over Kendrick.
I love J. Cole, bro. I love
numbers don't speak. I hate the number thing. If you gonna go to numbers,
I'm not going with numbers.
Okay, go ahead.
Numbers doesn't have anything to do
go
with
ahead, because I was gonna say Tekashi 6ix9ine got better numbers than both of them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So my thing is, when it comes down to the art of hip hop, when it comes down to the impact, you know what I'm saying? The way that Kendrick goes about what he does, I think is on a completely different level than anybody out now.
Wait, what? The way he goes about it?
I'm just saying though, like the music that he puts out, like what he does, like the impact that his music has, like the substance, the depth of his music. What I'm saying
I'm
is
gonna let you know right now,
anybody's.
part of it, I don't think there'd be a Kendrick without a Cole.
What?
Cole was one of the people that introduced Dr. Dre to him.
I understand. But he would have got on without
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he wouldn't have. I'm just saying when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's a rap.
But J. Cole didn't necessarily have much influence on Kendrick.
Nah, because obviously the music was different.
Yeah.
But they got influences on each other, I'm for sure.
Of course they do.
Because Cole is, when he spits, like, he's bodying a lot of people's singles right now.
I'm telling you, Cole.
To the point where if you take him off, you don't want to listen to that song.
I'm telling you, Cole is killing it for sure. That's what I'm saying. I have a lot of respect for him. I definitely do.
You just don't think it's close as far as culturally.
The quality of the music. I think like the quality of the music. That's what I'm thinking in general.
Because I was telling
music is better. And I love J. Cole. I do love. But that's the thing.
I listen to Cole a lot more, so I can't really spit because like I said, we go song. If you put up a song, you go another song. Like you can do that with him too.
Yeah,
you can do a song for song type of deal.
You can, and this is the thing.
Like
about
if they
J.
did a
Cole,
verses, that would.
The reason why J. Cole is so big, you know what I'm saying, and especially with people around ours, he's relatable, man. That's what it is.
What?
Cole's a relatable person.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about experiences that everybody went through.
Yeah.
Like songs like Wet Dreams and stuff that's why they're so big.
Yeah.
Because everybody can think about the first girl that they wanted to hit and all that type of stuff.
But but Kendrick can give you the same thing in the sense that like when you think of something like loyalty.
Yes.
Like
right.
When the stuff that he was saying in that song.
Right.
And then you go from that, like I'm more of the like his soothing songs to me got more like lyrics to me because he's getting in deep. It's like he's just sitting there. It's kind of like, for example, and I'm not comparing these three or two in no other way because me personally, I think they're equal. Mm-hmm. I've said this a bunch of times. I think they're equal. I listen to Cole more and I like Cole a little bit more.
Right,
but I respect both of them and I think they're equal. Right. But numbers speak though, and Kendrick is obviously killing the numbers right now. I can't. Yeah. Cole is not even close. I don't think as far as numbers go.
Yeah.
But
the music is just different though.
But I think like
that's another thing about it. Their music isn't really that similar.
Yeah, because they can spit, but like you could just tell the difference. Like
there's
Kendrick is more of like that hip hop type, old school hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
Cole's like
old school Gemini.
Whatever beat he's on, he's gonna spit something.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of gets me to think like, yo, his diversity to just hop on a track and just kill it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To me, that's like, man, like for Kendrick does the same thing, and I think because I'll never forget the one he went in on with Jay Electronica and Big Sean, and I forgot that song. It was like
whose song is it? Do you know?
I think it's Jay Electronica's.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like Big Sean, Jay Electronica, and Kendrick. I can look it up right now. But he hopped on a song, destroyed them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now you can't listen to it without him.
Right.
But you know, because personally, if I go favorite artist I listen to, it'll probably be Big Sean, like that I listen to. Like, he
listens to that.
Only because his album, like through that was the first album I actually listened to through. I found nothing wrong with it. But you sitting here, you and your dad got something against him. I don't know what it is.
Sean's pretty trash, bro.
Dude, his dad said the same thing. And I was like, how? And in my way, I said, how? He's like, because he only has one voice, or he only sounds like this. I'm like, but he spits facts and he's relatable. He does. I was like, when he spits bars, it's facts and it's relatable. That's what you said. Same with Cole, but that's my opinion. I was like, it is what it is as far as that goes. So you know what I'm saying? Like as far as that goes, it's just my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like Big Sean. I think Big Sean got some good hits, good album. I think his combination with Drake, his combination with Kanye, like I think those are great. You know,
this is the thing with Big Sean for me. Most of the time, I can listen to Big Sean songs when he has a feature. Lots of times, I can't listen to just a Big Sean song by himself.
No, you don't think like Paradise?
I like the song Paradise. I like the song Paradise
because he kind of went in.
But that same album what's the song he got with
Janae Aiko?
Well, that one too. I like that one. I like track. I can't remember what it's called. He got a song there with Kanye though.
Oh yeah, all your fault.
I love that song.
That song's great.
I love that song. You know what I'm saying?
But you take Big Sean, but you can listen to it. I don't think it sounds the same without Big Sean sometimes. Cause think about it, you know the Drake song "On Me." Yeah. Take Big Sean out of it, it doesn't sound the same.
Yeah, no, it don't. Definitely.
Shut up.
Right.
Everybody's singing that at a party. Right. Like, tell me that's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it don't. But at the same time, though, now when I listen to Nothing Was the Same, I skip that song. I'm being serious.
Yo,
that's my favorite Drake album. Nothing Was the Same is my favorite Drake album. I think that's his best album
ever.
I skipped that song though.
I mean that's okay.
I skipped that. I skipped Hold On We're Going Home. And I skipped
that was overplayed.
What's up? The Motto is the Motto on there too?
No, I think that's Take Care album.
You sure?
Yeah, the Motto is older than that.
Not on there.
Motto? I don't think so. I can check for you.
You'd have to check. But there's another hit song he had on that album I skip every time.
Cause
other than that though, Tuscan Leather and all that type of stuff, that's my stuff. That's my shit.
What about Worst Behavior?
Love it. Yeah, I love that song. Worst. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah. That's my shit.
Hold on. They go Control. Control is a song by Jay Electronica.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Body that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. Because he went in on a lot of rappers on just that verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we're talking about Kendrick. We're talking about Kendrick. But I'm not saying that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I get it. Sometimes I'm just like, there's a lot of songs that J. Cole, he, to me, is just like, he's just relating to stuff and he's spitting. And it's just like, yo, I had to rewind that. So there's a song on his KOD album called Window Pane.
Yeah.
You heard that one? Mm-hmm. So I had to rewind it a couple times, and I literally learned the lyrics for that whole song. Yeah, like I was like, "Yo, this is crazy what he's talking about."
Yeah,
like Brackets, you know what I'm saying?
I love Brackets off that album.
That too. I was like, so.
I think that's my favorite song on that album is Brackets.
So that's why I was just like, man, like the way he spits is just crazy. But your top 5, man, old school, new school.
When you say new school, how recent are we talking?
As recent as present day. We can't predict the future.
No, I'm saying though, like how far back can I go? That's what I'm saying. Like,
so new school to me is like anything 2020 or excuse me, anything 2009 and older. Or newer, excuse me, 2009 and newer. So 10, 11, 12. Okay. Like that to me is like new school artists.
Okay.
Anything after that is old school.
Okay. So I'll try.
Or before that, see, anything before that is old school.
I'll try to do new school first.
Oh, go ahead.
Kendrick, Cole, Drake.
Okay.
You can't argue against that.
No arguments.
There. You got to put them there. You got to.
That's mine. Too.
After that, bro, there's 2 more. After that, this is gonna be crazy, and I don't know how many people would necessarily agree. I will put Tyler the Creator in top 5.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna argue with you on that because I ain't gonna lie. I heard his last album.
That's what I love his last album. Like, and the thing about it, like his music is so kind of hard to listen to at times, especially his older stuff, because it's so odd. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so different, and like he's
like Yonkers. Was it
right? Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? And then like those, especially like those albums, and like Wolf, those albums, like he says outlandish, crazy shit, and you're like, what the. You're like, what is he talking about? But the thing that's great about him, bro, is that with every album since Wolf, you go to Wolf to Cherry Bomb to Flower Boy to Igor to now Call Me If You Get Lost. He changes his sound with each album and does it really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, he does it really, really, really well.
And the reason I knew he was cool, and this is gonna sound funny, the reason I knew like Tyler the Creator was a little different was because his dad went to a concert. He's like, oh man, my opinion changed about him. He said my opinion changed, and I was like, wait a minute, your dad, when he's usually about something, he's like, nah, forget that.
Yeah, he's strict to it.
And then he went to go see a concert. He's like, nah, I completely changed my mind.
I need to go listen to him. Yeah, he said I need to go listen to him.
I was like, what?
So I think you gotta respect him. I know a lot of people wouldn't get down with it. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of different crazy stuff, but I love his music. So that's 4. I'm not gonna say Kanye.
Kanye was before, wasn't he?
Because, like, I mean, well, you gotta think though. In 2010s, Kanye dropped My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Watch the Throne, Yeezus, Life of Pablo. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, well then I guess he would be in that new school.
I mean, you could put him in there, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, you kind of have to.
But he started college dropout, graduation.
He started earlier.
So I'm just not. He's technically sort of kind of not this era.
But he's killing it in this era.
No, he definitely is. He definitely is.
Like Donda, and I think a couple songs off Donda too. Yeah. But like Donda itself, oh my gosh.
And he's just a musical mastermind. So, like, if I was to say my personal favorites like that, I would throw Kanye there. But I'm trying to think of somebody else because that's kind of a given.
What about Roddy Ricch?
Hell no.
No. You didn't like this Antisocial? Okay, that's how I know you. What? Why? No, bro. Please explain. I gotta hear this.
Nigga just whack.
What? The Negro is whack. This is crazy,
bro. Listen,
go ahead. It's your opinion, but it's your opinion. It's your opinion. I'm not.
There's no Roddy Ricch. No, like I said, Rod Wave. No Young Boy.
He said Rod Rich.
Roddy Ricch. No Rod Wave. Like, baby, I'm not gonna.
You said Young Boy.
I like some Young Boy songs, but I'm not putting them in no top 5.
I mean, as far as the hits go, his numbers going crazy.
Well, I'm not putting him in no top 5, bro.
All right, then put your last one in there, man.
I'm trying to think. That's a real tough one. I know I'm gonna forget somebody. I'm gonna forget somebody.
You left out your man's Gunna.
I'm not putting him in no top 5.
We just asked you about. Okay, go ahead.
That's newer artist.
2009, so he's still aggressive.
Yeah, that's a ways away.
I mean,
you said from 2009 to
you said like the
D1 2015, D1 2015, like what you, you know what I'm saying? Like D1 2015, it's only 20.
Travis Scott. I like his music a lot. He's not the best rapper. He's not the greatest rapper, but you talk about like the quality of his music, the music that he puts out, like it's like.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a big Travis Scott fan.
I know I'm forgetting somebody else. That's the thing. That's the hard part about it. Like, there's probably somebody I'm forgetting. And if I said I'd be like, damn.
Astro World was cool.
You don't like Rodeo?
Rodeo was cool. I mean, I like Rodeo.
You like Birds in the Trap?
Lil Durk?
No. I can't stand it.
Are you serious, bro?
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Cause some of the stuff that he's spitting right now is crazy,
bro. I understand. I get like I can hear some Lil Durk songs and say, okay, I get how people like this.
Future.
Yeah, I like Future a lot. I like Future a lot.
Nipsey Hussle.
I like Nip a lot, but I probably wouldn't put him in my top 5 though.
You wouldn't put Nip in the top 5?
You could argue Nip in the top 5. You definitely can. I don't like as far as like for myself, maybe not, but like somebody say Nip, I get it. But you know what the thing about that though is, so many people fall in love with Nip after he passed.
That's true.
That's so facts. Like people were not even talking about Nip being top 5 and all that type of stuff before he passed.
Until you listen, because they had to listen.
Yeah, I know, but
it sucked. It sucked the way it goes.
It just shows when people pass away how much more respect they get. Because I get even if people did listen to Nip heavy when he was alive, it's not the same type of respect as when he passed.
No, of course not.
Got anywhere
and
close to
a bunch of artists. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
You could talk.
Okay. I said a bunch of artists and rappers are always admitting that. They're like, oh, why don't y'all ever talk about this before he passed and this? Because there were a bunch of artists that went on interviews and were speaking on that. Right. And to me, that just tells me, like, it's just like any piece of art. Mm-hmm. Like, as soon as the artist dies, that piece of art, the price just is skyrocketing. And
they'll be broke when they're alive. They'll be broke when they're alive.
Trying to make it. And then as soon as that artist dies, it's like, oh my gosh, now really look at this.
Exactly right.
It's like it's the same piece.
Exactly. So
he's been the same. Don't get me wrong. And a lot of his raps and a lot of the stuff that he speaks, like I said, it's relatable. Yeah. Perfect 10. That was something like off of DJ Mustard's album that was just like, dang, like you really listen to it, it's like it gets you thinking. He's know? So that kind of gets me that got me to drive a lot. Yeah. But all right, so that was your top 5. That was your new school. I mean, you left out some good ones. Roddy Ricch, to be specific.
Oh, well, no. We're not.
Post Malone? Come on, bro. You gonna tell me Post Malone songs are different? They cool as hell.
I just don't listen to them like
4-2 Dub, Moneybagg Yo, Kodak.
Moneybagg Yo can make hits, but I think Moneybagg Yo is not a good rapper.
No, it's the same. But it's the same like saying Tupac not a good rapper. He's not the good rapper. He just makes hits.
You what?
No. Some of the stuff he's spitting. Let's talk about this, okay?
No,
let's talk about this for a second.
Crazy.
Let's talk about this for a second. No. Let's talk about this for a second, okay? I didn't say something crazy because it's true. As far as lyrical, everybody says it. He's not the greatest lyricist.
No, he's not.
He's a great storyteller. There's a big difference.
So that makes him that goes to credit to him being a great rapper. There's different types of rappers.
All right, fine.
J. Cole. Kendrick's right.
All right, fine.
I'm saying though, Kendrick's a better lyricist than J. Cole. Bro.
I'm biased. That's a biased question. I'm just being real. Like
hold on. Did you see the video when they broke down Kendrick's verse
for
Nostalgia? Nostalgia. The Pusha T song Nostalgia. Have you ever heard that song Nostalgia by Pusha T?
What about Pusha T?
I like Pusha T a lot.
So he's not in your top 5?
Way back to Clips.
So he's not in your top 5?
No. No, but I'm saying though Pusha T too though, like where he really started like his Clips days, that's in the mid.
Okay, but let's get a little interesting. So if I had to go top 5, right? Okay. Let's say like you gonna do this too because we ain't heard your top 5 yet.
You probably don't want to hear mine. We can do it though, yeah.
You go okay. So look, we automatically let's just take this now. Let's just say we automatically had those 3 out of the Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Because everybody listens to them, regardless of who wants to. Like they're always gonna be in our top 5.
Top 5 without them, you're saying?
Yeah, because then I have Big Sean in there for me. Just, bro, I'm telling you, gonna tell me that man is not cold, bro. That's your opinion. I'm gonna just let that. We're not gonna waste time on that. So look, if we go top 5, I might have to. Nah, Kanye is old school.
Kanye's not old school. Kanye's older than this generation. He's the generation before this generation. He's not old school. Old school is the 90s when it comes to hip-hop.
Okay. I mean, because I'm probably gonna have to put Lil Durk in there. As far as music wise,
I'm not even gonna sit here and try to hate on that because so many people like are gonna say that. I completely disagree. Like, I don't even think. I completely disagree, but at the end of the day, so many people are gonna say it, so I can't say anything against it. Like everybody would, like people would kill me. Like so many people were like, "You're crazy."
Because if you're thinking about it, then we go to because we were forgetting guys like on a different side who sing like we said, Post Malone. Right. Do you like Khalid?
Who?
Khalid?
He's not a rapper though.
No. I mean it. Oh, okay. Then
that's R&B,
so is Post Malone a R&B or a rapper? Because he's kind of in the middle.
He's like a tweener.
Yeah.
I think Post Malone makes
because we also hold on real quick. We're also forgetting about Lil Uzi. We're also forgetting about Trippie Redd. Yeah. We're also forgetting about what's called Juice WRLD. We're also and he was a great rapper. Like you hear his freestyles, crazy. So we forget about those guys. A Boogie with a hoodie.
I think he's trash.
A Boogie with a hoodie, you don't like him?
I only like some of his music.
I mean, me personally, I only like maybe one of his one album that would had at least a good 5 songs on there that I like. But and then Future, like as far as this generation, he's he's still relevant.
No, he definitely.
You know what
is.
I'm saying? And that's saying a lot, especially because it's hard for guys to stay relevant.
Yeah.
You know?
I like Future, man. Like I like Future's music. I'm trying to look at artists.
Because I'm saying because Neff is in there.
People.
There's a lot of good. Yeah, go ahead.
Like the hardest thing is like, man, my opinion is gonna be so much different than most people. It's gonna be so much different.
Because we're also forgetting about Young Thug. You know whatever he got going right now.
I like Thug. I like Thug's. I like his last couple albums. I like the So Much Fun album a lot.
Hey, I also gotta ask how you. Sorry, I'm getting off topic too.
No, you good.
ASAP Rocky.
He's alright. I never listened to him that much.
Fair.
So
go ahead. Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez makes good music.
YG.
There. Nah.
No YG.
YG be having good songs. Like he'll have bangers here and there, but he needs a feature though.
Rich the Kid. Actually, my Brazy Life or the one album he had that was a literal party song. Every single song. Yeah. Or every on that album, like that was the coldest album to me. But some of those were without a feature. Yeah. Some of those were.
I'm not gonna sit and listen to YG like that.
No, I get you. All right.
Let me get rid of my.
Go ahead.
But this is just based off of like what got me through my depression and what helped me through like my workouts and stuff, or like my grind playing basketball and shit. Probably had to be
Sai. Laro.
Why you doing that?
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
J. Cole.
Okay.
Young and Ace. Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Oh, Future. Like only some of his songs, like Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That one really got to me a lot. And then, Meek Mill. There you go. Yeah, that's
Meek Mill's mixtapes slap.
Okay.
Meek Mill. That
period.
His albums.
People don't. I like his albums here and there, like the songs from him. But like,
just wanted to see how crazy you were.
People don't. A lot of people don't know, bro. Like people don't listen to mixtapes. Meek Mill's Dream Chasers mixtapes go crazy. Stupid.
That's how we got. That's how we got.
That was my favorite song.
Derrick Rose was cold. I thought that was different.
His music.
Meek Mill's mixtapes
but the
go
best,
crazy.
the song that introduced me to him was what was it? Oh my gosh, it wasn't. Oh, My Moment with DJ Drama.
I probably know it, but I can't think off the top of my head.
Is that the
Everyday Mother? It's just My Moment.
Maybe I haven't heard that one.
This is my moment.
I gotta hear it.
I would play it, but then it'd get blocked off, right?
I mean, I could cut it off a little bit.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Waiting on my moment. Oh,
yeah.
I know
So that to me, that introduced me to Meek Mill.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what got me into like listening to him and like hearing like, oh snap, like this slaps. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what got me introduced. Because I mean, we were also forgetting about, or no, we haven't gotten old school yet. My bad. So let's get to that. Let's go there first.
So the hardest thing about it is like, there's an era like the 2000s. Like, you almost got to split into three. You know what I'm saying? You have the 90s.
And 2000s?
And in the 2000s and then current. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you could throw a couple artists from, like, the late 80s, like Rakim and them. But, like, because with respect to the 2000s, you got to talk about, like, Lil Wayne and Kanye and Jay-Z, who ran, you know what I'm saying, that time. People would say Eminem. I never was big on Eminem. I like his old stuff. And like he's
you talking
talented.
about someone that can.
Yeah. He's talented. But you know what I'm saying. So I just want to put respect to those guys before I start listing somebody, and I didn't mention Lil Wayne or Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes to,
let's just combine it. Let's just.
Yeah, I mean, but when it comes to the golden era of hip hop, like the 90s, Pac and Biggie are no question there.
Okay.
It's so hard, man. Because can I say groups?
I mean, that's hip hop,
yeah. Yeah, because
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah,
you a big fan? Yeah,
huge. That's what I'm saying.
I never heard a song, by the way. Tribe Called Quest song, "Can I Kick It?"
Yeah,
was on the same. Like they ended with the same. What's it called? The same letter or like the same ending of a word. I didn't realize that when they say, I just gotta play it for you real quick, and then we'll blurt it out.
No, yeah, Tribe Called Quest is amazing, bro. Wu-Tang Clan, amazing. I don't know. There's so much, bro. Of course, you got dudes like Snoop and Ice Cube and them too. To all the people who can quest like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track for its why, cuz.
You know how hard that is? To get the same ending to rhyme? You know how hard it is?
Every single bar. Yeah.
It rhymed. Like, and I told because I asked Sai to do that one time. I was like, "Hey, try to come up with some lyrics that rhyme with the same ending." I just asked him.
Bar has
like, you know how hard that is?
Yeah,
like
the same syllable at the end.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm sitting there, and maybe it's not hard to some people.
Yeah,
but I'm like, for me, I'm thinking like, you gotta
how many times could I say a sentence and it ends the same way?
And little, because I'm always thinking, of the word. Like every time someone says orange, but they put so anytime someone rhymes with an orange, they
twist it.
They twist it and put a sentence that ends with the same ending that sounds like orange. Like Antetokounmpo didn't want to, and then Drake says a sentence. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like
it's crazy.
It was
talented.
Yeah. So
talented people, man.
Yeah. So you said so those two. Sorry.
Yeah, those two for sure.
Okay.
Oh, 3. Oh wait.
No, he didn't say.
I didn't say. I just was listening to a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
It's bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's so hard. Oh, I didn't mention people like Outkast.
Oh yeah, changed the game too.
Yeah,
I think Andre 3000 was a big influence on people that people don't even realize.
Definitely. Yeah. So I love Outkast.
Yeah,
like love Outkast, especially their older stuff.
The question, because we didn't talk about him, but Chance the Rapper. That's very difficult, only because he hasn't put out an album in so long.
I like Acid Rap. And the 10 days, the other mixtape he has, something like that.
Yeah,
with the blue cover and he's looking up in the sky.
I thought that was Acid
Rap is the purple one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
I like Acid
he's kind of staring at you. Just okay,
Acid Rap. That's Acid Rap. I like Acid Rap a lot. I liked his. I think it's 10 days. Is his other mixtape.
You like Coloring Book?
I like Coloring Book, but you know what's crazy? I didn't know Chance's mixtapes very much. Early, I had to listen to Coloring Book and then go back to his mixtapes, and then when I went back to his mixtapes and then listen to Coloring Book, now I don't like Coloring Book as much as I did at one point in time. It don't compare to Acid Rap, that's for sure, in my opinion. Like it's not on the same level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But I like Chance here and there, but like now, like he fell off to me.
It's hard because it's hard to get like. It wasn't even that. I don't think it had anything to do with him staying relevant because he's in features. Yeah, like he's still featuring in certain people's songs. Yeah, like for me personally, if we go artists, my favorite artists, just artists in general, like I might have to put Childish Gambino in there. Like you know the range of talent that man went from a rap from a rap album to an R&B. Yeah, you know, to change his style a little bit. It was just like that's like almost like Drake. I was like, in a sense,
Childish Awaken My Love, the album by Childish Gambino. Freaking love that album like crazy. Yeah, I play that album all the time. But I don't like Childish Gambino's rap too much. You
don't like it, the Sweatpants? You didn't like 3005?
I like the song 3005.
You didn't like Sweatpants?
I can't remember. Like there was a time recently, like me and my girl literally went through all his projects, went through all his projects, and his older rap stuff, I don't like it very much for some reason. And I know he's really big to a lot of people. A lot of people love him, and like even for her, she said it. She's like listening. She's like listen, like I loved this stuff when it was new. She's like, but listening to it now, I don't like it as much, but I still like it a lot because of the nostalgia behind it. Yeah, but I don't have that nostalgia because I didn't listen to him back then. Like,
and it's true. And it's true what they said too. Like, because he recently was in a podcast with LeBron James. I don't know if you saw that. So he's
was he on the barbershop?
Yeah. So he was talking, and they were kind of explaining like, would you take a movie or music as to what kind of brings you. Like, would you take movies or music? Like, if he said if you can live one without, and he goes, you know, I think. Like in a sense, like music kind of brings you back to that, melody, that childhood melody. Like anytime, and this is gonna sound funny as heck. Yeah. Anytime I listen to old Bow Wow, like his
it puts you in a place.
It puts me in my room with the race car on it, and I'm rooming in bunk beds with my brother.
Yeah,
it puts me there every time. Yeah. So you kind of get that nostalgic feeling, and like movies can do the same sometimes, but it's not as powerful. I think. Yeah. And he was saying this, it's not as powerful as music.
Right.
And I just like you said, just listening to that stuff, like it's a nostalgic feeling. Exactly, like that kind of like reminded me of it. But yeah, it's definitely, music is a very wide range. But you never finish, man.
It's hard to finish. I don't know if I can do that, bro. Like from the 90s, I don't know if I can do that.
But how about the people you listen to most?
I listen to Pac and Biggie a whole lot. I listen to Wu-Tang a lot. And their solo albums too. Okay. My favorite Wu-Tang member is Old Dirty Bastard. And a lot of people would say like he's not the best rapper out of Wu-Tang. Not even close, because you got Ghostface and Method Man in them. Yeah. But I just love his sound. It's so odd and different and crazy and But so I love Wu-Tang. I mentioned earlier, Souls of Mischief is a group. I don't know if many people... You know the song 93 Till Infinity?
Yeah, I think so.
You know the song? No? That's... if you heard it, you might know it. That's a real popular song. But that's the thing. And for the longest time, I only knew that song. And my dad was like, that album that song's on, I think the album's called 93 Till Infinity too. Mm-hmm. But he's like, you need to go listen to that album. And that album is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I love Souls of Mischief. I love Tribe Called Quest, like I said. I like Nas, Illmatic and stuff. Yeah, Nas. I like Illmatic and everything. Of course, Jay-Z. There's so much. I like E40 a lot.
Oh, E40 cool.
Yeah, I like E40 a lot, bro. I'm not his old stuff and his new stuff. Too Short's funny to me, bro. Like I can listen. I like
Warren G. Too Short.
Yeah. I listen to Too Short. Sometimes like for laughs, sort of, kind of like I still like the music, you know what I'm saying, but he's just funny.
What's my favorite word,
bitch? Right? Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, I like Too Short. 50, he's 2000s, but I love 50 stuff. 50 and all the G
and that run he had with
G Unit.
What's called G Unit, but Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. The album and the movie soundtrack both slap. The movie soundtrack and the album both slap. That's what I'm saying. And you go listen to old G Unit stuff, is banging, bro. Yeah. So that's there's
you gotta put respect on a lot of guys' names.
Yeah.
So many guys that went through, and we're only scratching the surface, because there's a lot of underground dudes that definitely there's always, because anytime you watch, like I watched a lot of Drink Champs. I watch a lot of Drink Champs. So anytime they talk, they're always talking about underground and like what
people that don't know about.
That you don't know, but they're big to them. So obviously they're big in general. I'm just like, how have I never heard these people before?
Right, yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So
there's so much music out there that can be learned. Another artist too that I love, and his mixtapes, especially the soul tapes, Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fab, I think is one of the. You talk about lyricists, like punchlines. Fab's one of the greatest, bro. Yeah. In my opinion, and his soul tapes.
Throw it in the bag. That's how I was introduced.
Right. So like so many people, and that's crazy to even think about, because like he has those songs like that. Just throw it in the bag. He has those radio hits and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many people who probably would say like Fab's not all that great. Yeah. But they don't know mixtape Fab. You know what I'm saying? Like mixtape Fab is completely different than throw it in the bag Fab.
Can you put, I don't know, I think he's more of an R&B guy, but can you put Jamie Foxx in there?
Nah, he's definitely an R&B guy. Definitely an R&B guy.
Because I ain't gonna lie, his range of just talent in general.
He's talented like crazy though. In general, acting and all that.
I didn't realize he's in a lot of guys' music videos back in the day.
Yeah,
like it's just straight music videos. Yeah. Like Pastor Cavassier, Busta Rhymes,
Busta Rhymes, and Pharrell. Pharrell is like crazy, bro. Dude, I love Pharrell production.
He's a producer. Oh my gosh,
Pharrell Productions.
He's produced so much,
so many hits, and people don't even know. People don't even know how many songs Pharrell produced. I bet you could look it up, like hits by Pharrell on YouTube or anything, and there's so many songs you'd be like, Pharrell produced that? Like you have no idea. So I love Pharrell too. Busta Rhymes' first album, I forget what it's called, bro.
I forgot it too.
I forget what it's called, but his first album is back in the '90s. I love that album though. He sounds a lot like Old Dirty Bastard on that album too.
Like, cause he had a hit with was it Mariah? Like, baby, if you give me some.
Right,
that song to me, I was like, yo,
that's the thing. That's something like Busta Rhymes that point in time don't sound like old Busta Rhymes at all. So, bro, there's so much. It's hard for me to rank. I literally would have to like go through
because you'll have to do a top 50.
Yeah,
like, it'll get that bad.
You know
like,
what I'm saying? Yeah,
you're like, dang, I gotta. Like, you'll do top 10, right? And then there's so many people that you like, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna just do top 20. Yeah. And then there's more people that you like, dang it, I'm gonna just do a top 100. Like, it's just that bad sometimes. Like,
and that's what I love about that era of hip hop is because, like, bro, there's so much different stuff. Yeah. You can find what you want in so many different artists. You know what I'm saying? The South sounded completely different than the West. It sounded completely different from the East and the Midwest. And so it's all different, man. It's a lot easier to rank more current than it is to older. I can't.
And so are you like, it'd be fair to say this is like your outing as far as like for your mental health wise?
Definitely. Music is the biggest thing for sure for me. I'm not like an artistic person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not somebody who can get there and start drawing and everything. You know, I never had that. My dad and my younger sister are super artistic. Yeah. Drawing and everything like that, like super duper artistic, and I don't have that side. I don't know if I never like tapped into it and never tried, but I just don't necessarily have that side. So like music is for me. Yeah. I can't rap myself as much music and stuff as I listen to. Like my dad used to make music. Yeah. Like I had to drop.
You told me you got a couple beats. Right, he makes like
he used to make music like for real, like rap, like for real. He has mixtapes and everything. Him and all my uncles and everything. I wish I had them. My car is getting fixed and everything. It's all like in the CD case in the car, but I'm driving my sister's car. But no, he has mixtapes and like was rapping for real, and it's good music. It was so low budget, you know. So like you go and listen, you'd be like, man, if they could get in the studio and for real have some serious money behind it or whatever, it would have been crazy. But he has that side, like he could rap and everything. He is super duper artistic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I don't necessarily have that side, but no, I love music, man. I love music. Listen to it constantly. Can't live without it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
that's what's up. Yep. All right, well, hey man, we want to just say thank you for coming in, man.
Appreciate you guys for sure, man.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you taking the time today. I know you're busy at your day. Getting to it, but we just want to say thank you. And Zae, go ahead, take us out, man.
All right. Life is not easy. It just looks easy as long as you're working hard and staying consistent with everything, and most importantly, keeping your mental health good, because that's very important in life. If you don't have a healthy mindset, you can't get through life. So you got to surround yourself around the right people, talk to family members, and just do that.
Therapy if you need.
Yeah.
Really, therapy? I don't know. To me
myself, I'm not a therapy person. Like I have my dad. I have people I can go to. So like I don't need it myself. Right. But for people though who don't got it, man, don't be afraid to get some therapy.
Okay, that's facts. Yeah.
No, it works. Yeah. I'm telling you, it works. So, first-hand experience. It works.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna talk about that. Another story. All right. Yeah. Another story. But now we just thank you for the time today. All right. Say what you said. Thank you again. All right, we out.
Hardly talking in these hallways. Barely moving like we knee deep in snow. Trending habits that we can't break. Pollute our minds, now we all fiend for more. Basically living.